Hello, good morning. It is once again, it is 6 a.m. I'm about to head with my dad over for weigh-ins for my second ever meet. Oh, I'm like so excited. I have not felt nervous at all for the past week, which is kind of scary because usually I'm always like, but I think it's because I feel so much more reassured now that it's like my second meet, that there's no fear of the unexpected in terms of like what I'm going to do. Again, I don't know what lifts I'm gonna hit, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do, but I do feel like more prepared. I feel like I've put all of the effort I can into doing my prep, and I've just done everything that I can do, so like the only thing right now is just to go in there and do it. So I definitely felt the nerves yesterday night when I was like, all right, time to go to sleep, and then suddenly when everyone texted me like good luck and everything, it's like, okay, the brain, like my adrenaline switched on and I feel rested, I feel good, and I'm just excited. I want to be the first one there. So weigh-ins are at 7:30, I want to get there at like 6:45 or so I've never gone against girls of the same weight before, and keep in mind, my last meet I was the lightest girl there, so this time I can actually compete against girls who are the same height and like same weight as me, which is, I've never done that before, so I'm excited to meet all of them. I already know most of them from Instagram. I've stalked them all on Instagram, so we're gonna be there to support other people, and we're just gonna do our best lifts. I'm excited to see Amanda again, my coach. I'm gonna see my coach there, and a lot of my friends are showing up, and I'm just excited to be in my element, man. Being on the platform, I feel most like myself. I feel good. We're gonna go kill it. We're gonna go kill it. Woo! There's really. There's Brendan. I'm happy I know one person at least. You want to introduce yourself?
Mia.
I knew her from Instagram.
Nice to meet you all.
This is the first time I'm actually meeting her in my weight class. There's so many like Northeastern girls here.
I know.
It's crazy.
How many on your team right here?
I think two. Oh, there's like not many girls on my team.
Yo vlog, welcome. This is your boy, Skinny Penis. We're now doing another banger at Anjali lifting competition.
Facts. This is her lifting competition.
Shout out Anjali. Thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Hello?
It's recording? Alright guys, it's Cam.
Anjali, your camera needs a haircut.
Bro, that's the mic, bro. Oh wait, we can't. Hold on. Wait, let me just rip this thing off and so I can show them.
Yeah.
Anyways, Anjali did amazing for squats. She had a miss groove on her second, but it still went up easy.
So how's that amazing?
Because it still went up easy, bro. They just grabbed her for some reason. That was like unconsensual saving. Anjali didn't need that shit, right? 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 I'm touching this man's balls. All right, that's it. Platonically.
Trying to move your... You have anything to say? It's a part of the vlog. Yeah. Did Anjali fail on a lift?
Her second. But she got the third.
It's good to finish out strong. Oh, where do I put this?
Bro, what the fuck?
best game her third attempt.
Let's go, Anjali! £133 poop. Dude, honestly, that was RPE -1. RPE 2. She was basically doing a barbell row because it was RPE -1. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, so it makes sense. Bro, I look handsome. Handsome PR. Oh, sorry. Shit.
Anjali's gonna come up. 117.
So I just found UMass powerlifting.
This better be usable footage.
Oh wow! Do it, Cammy. Mighty sexy. Oh, thanks, bro. Handsomest cameraman.
Alex.
Fake.
I promise me he would be in the video. all right, say a little something.
So I'm here spotting the one and only Cheyenne Raza. But it's also like, look at that hoodie. Look at the hoodie, come on.
He's got the little line.
Yeah,
I want to cut it with a knife. Alright, yeah. That's all. That's what I've been waiting the whole meet to do. Earthquake!
So, this is Vital. How was your lift?
Delicious.
Your opinion on child slavery?
How do you feel about minorities?
Cut the camera.
POV, you're Anjali's balls.
Is this all the footage?
Now you're my balls. I'm not gonna lie, that's the majority of the footage.
Are you serious? Hello, we are home. I have my tea here, I have my water here. I wanted to do a part of this video where I reflect on it just like I did last time, straighten my car, but my camera actually ended up dying right after it ended. I got second place. Yeah, I got second place, just like last time. I was happy with this meet in a lot of ways, and I was unhappy with this meet, not for a lot of reasons, but just my squat. I was most excited about what my squat would be for this meet. I still PR'd by 5 pounds compared to my last meet, but what happened was on my second attempt, when I was on the squat down, I kind of fell into the hole, which means I fell into the bottom of the squat where you lose all that tension at the bottom that when you come up, it's a lot harder to do that. So I kind of rushed it. I was really hyped. The energy drink was flowing through me. I kind of rushed it. And I ended up failing the squat. I still went up, but the bar went downwards. So if the bar ever goes downwards during the lift, even if you get it up at the end, it doesn't count. So that's a no good lift. So I didn't get that one. I redeemed myself on my third attempt for squat by repeating that exact same weight and getting it up perfectly this time at the comp standard. It went up great, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. I wanted to squat something in the 240s or at least high 30s for this meet, but I didn't end up doing that. Good things about this meet, my last attempt on bench was about the same that I did for my last meet. So my third attempt, if you remember, I didn't get because number one, my butt came up, I think, and also I think there's like uneven lockout, and there was also downward motion. There's a lot of reasons, there's a lot of wrong things with that bench. And it went up absolutely smooth this meet. All of my benches felt super solid. There was no struggle on any of them. There wasn't a point where I was like, oh, I might not get this up. Like, it felt really smooth for all of them, so I'm happy for that. Deadlifts also could not have gone better. I executed all 3 of the attempts well. I PR'd by how many? So I got 242 my last meet, I got 259 this meet, so what is that, 17? It was just that squat, man. I was so excited for that squat. I ended up winning over the girl who got third by only 2.5 kilos, so that's like 5 pound difference, which is kind of crazy. So shout out the girl, Raven, I think her name is, placed third, super strong. But I really admired Jenny. Jenny was the girl who got first place in my weight class. She also got second overall, I think. She was just a beast. She set 2 American records. One of them was on bench. I forget what the other one was. I didn't see it if it did happen. Maybe it was on deadlift, but super humble. I went up to her after, I'm like, you just got the American bench record. And she was like, yeah. I was like, what? This is why I didn't technically have to do this meet because I qualified in my last meet for Collegiate Nationals, which is in April in Texas. But I wanted to compete against girls in my weight class because my first meet I didn't get to do that because there weren't enough teen girls, so they kind of grouped all the teen girls together even though we all weighed differently, and in that case you go based off of dots, which is again how strong you are compared to your body weight. So that's how they scored it last time. This time I actually got to go against so many girls in my weight class. I remember we were all gathered there and I was like, this is like, I've never been surrounded by this many girls who are all small like me and also all have a passion for lifting. Like, this is crazy. I'm so used to being either the only one or maybe 1 out of 2, but like the energy there was really fun. I'm really, really happy with how this meet went. I did get second, but even if I did get that last squat, I wouldn't have placed first. Jenny won by a good amount, so good job, Jenny. I got 4th overall, so I got very close to getting a medal for overall lightweights. So it would be 44 to 60 kg, which is a lightweight. So I'm in the 52 kg class, so I rank in there. So many of my friends came. I was so happy about that. Again, I said this last time too, but it really makes a difference when my friends are there and I feel that support and I can check in with them in between lifts, and like, not many people have that type of support that I do, that I get from my friends who are willing to drive 2 hours from Amherst, or some of them came from my hometown. It really made all the difference, and just to see them there, or even my friends who couldn't come were watching it at home. They're texting me like during the live stream when I was in between lifts. They're texting me like, oh my god, like congrats on this lift, or congrats on this, and like this happened last time too, but I was just mind blown by the amount of people who show up and support me when I do these types of things. Because I think even if you're not close to me, you know how much lifting means to me and you know how much work I put into this. And so to see people notice that and notice like the silent work that I do, I don't know if it would technically be silent because I post about it all the time, but this is like the tedious day-to-day, like so many days went bad during this prep. A lot of days went good, but a lot of them went bad, both mentally and physically. How I felt through this prep and the struggling feeling of like, okay, I need to outdo myself from last prep. I need to outdo myself. And that's what I'm gonna feel during this next prep when I'm prepping for nationals, but that's a different story for a different day. But the amount of support that I get overseas from India, from here, from people who have known me, some people who are close with me, some people who aren't close to me, everyone is just, feels like they're rooting for me. And that is such a crazy, crazy feeling, because when you're in the depths of prep and your mind is tired and your body is tired and you have schoolwork to do, and you know, I'm working my job and, you know, I'm stressing about my future. I'm stressing about what am I gonna do after I graduate? When am I gonna get a job? When am I gonna get into research? Am I gonna get into med school? Am I gonna do grad school? Like all of these different questions, I get to escape that for a few hours and just like go and do what brings me absolutely the most joy, which is lifting. Being in that environment, man, it means like everything to me. Lifting is like a good 90% of what I think about. I'm telling you, Collegiate Nationals, I want to set that squat record. The state squat record right now, I think is 258 point something for my weight class, for my category. So I want to set that before I turn 20, which I think I can do. When you're back there and you're about to start, it's so tense. Everyone's still talking to each other, support each other, but you were tense, and there's a lot riding on one meet versus other sports. There's a lot more time you're putting in to preparing for one meet than other sports. That's a lot of time for one day, for 3 attempts for each compound. That's crazy. If you think about the amount of time that has gone into perfecting every single compound. I want to be in the top 5% of this sport by the time my senior year comes around. That is my goal. I want to place at collegiates at some point. I want to be in the top of the top. I want to qualify for raw nationals. So there's collegiate nationals and then there's raw nationals. Raw nationals has a much higher total. I forget exactly what it is. If I find out, I'll put it here. But all those nights where I've said no to going out, all those nights where I haven't done anything with my friends, or I've rejected plans, or I've done this, like it makes it all worth it. And it's nice to have that reminder. It's nice to know that like, okay, I'm not crazy for not going out. I'm not crazy for sacrificing so much to prioritize my training because this is what I'm doing it for. And post meet, there's nothing that compares to this feeling of finally being able to relax, and I'm proud of myself. We're gonna go Collegiate Nationals in Texas in April. It's gonna be a big meet. I need to make this prep as perfect as it can be. So if you're watching this and you watch the live stream, or you just follow me, or you're just watching this video in general, like, thank you again for all the support. It is not a normal amount of support that powerlifters get to have, especially brown powerlifters, especially Asian powerlifters. To have this community online is something I'm very lucky to have. And again, I said this in my last meet video, but my DMs are just flooded with love, and I'm not gonna cry, but like, it means so much more to me than you know, to know that I have a community who's behind me, because there were a lot of points during this prep where I thought I was gonna do horribly, or that I wasn't made for this, or just doubting myself, and just insecurity, and just really, really not good things for a lot of this prep. So thank you for sticking with me. And Collegiate Nationals, here we come. Here we come.